Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. The Titans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So NC State's offense will get the ball first. They go to the ground. Turning it on.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The inside handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
After the run, now the throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Vaughn. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense will go to work for the first time. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Titans want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Beebe. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The Titans will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Smallwood. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Titans have their offense in high gear. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fears the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, NC State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now this offense is back on the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Titans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Scanning the field, it's Beebe. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Titans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Titans are on the move. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Off the play fake. He's striking downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Beebe. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. First down and more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Titans want to pick up the tempo.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Tempo and overdrive. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. That is no good. Missed opportunity with the field goal, and the deficit is still 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Vaughn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense in hurry-up mode. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws.
Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. To the air, it's Beebe. Finds the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. It's complete on the right side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Right on the money. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? The Titans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Firing deep. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Wants to throw. It's Beebe. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Titans moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go with a direct snap. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Power football with the run. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 1st down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And they're able to get him on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Punch it out of the air. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Might be changing the route. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Third and goal where the strong come through. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the route is on.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 20 over Wake Forest. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. It's Smallwood. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Titans with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Pulls it in. It's Smallwood. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Titans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt. drives them deep inside the 10-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a double.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. The run from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run for it on third and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them.
Turning it on. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real. Impressive, and going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0. They're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Titans decide to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give as they work on that clock. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Flying out to the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. And down he goes back at the 3.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Titans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll try the right side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff the time.